was asked by my team to come and support. I'm hearing this activation was a flash of light. This may be for a group of seekers, actually hearing chosen ones that have been doing that inner work. My team says this switched something ancient in the DNA back online. So this to me is remembering who we are. So this guidance will be bringing 8 activation waves. Okay, I'm going to call them Activity Ocean Tune-Ups. This is with the intention of that ripple effect I spoke into with my full moon activation on the Gemini supermoon. That recording is below. So this may assist, I'm hearing, in our living frequency upgrade. So with that, let's kind of begin. I do have some pre-download. Again, group of chosen ones. They've been very focused, committed, and have been on a self-mastery journey. So very faithful during difficulties while still remaining connected in their physical reality. So grounded in the 3D, kind of, still working those higher frequencies, working with those higher frequencies. I'm hearing dream to magnetize now and to achieve, not to escape. And then I'm also getting the number 6, the Jaguar, which for me, that always, there's a lot of meetings, but here I'm hearing Jaguar, the sacred energy here, pulsing through the running water, getting North Node, the color white, and honoring the feminine. So with that, let's tap into first this divine primal waters and the feminine, and still in that kind of moon energy, and see what activation is needed in wave 1. This will be the activation energy of this wave for this collective group of seekers. Let's get that energy. So it's birth mysteries. This is, yes, what are we being called to create? That's very fitting and beautiful for that ending now and new beginning. So under this frequency of the water of birth mysteries and creation, I'm going to be asking 4 questions, and I'm going to pull Oracle on these 4 questions. First, what changed? What changed in this first wave for this group of chosen ones? What has changed? What can they deepen in this activation of what has changed, please? And we have the sun, which if you guys have been following any of Stefan Burns' work, we know that the solar flares have been off the charts. I think if you check him out on YouTube, you'll see an image of the solar flare that came out in an infinity symbol. So quite incredible. So whatever is in this first wave is definitely, yes, being supported by divine guidance. It's definitely in the light, and it's also activating all of the waters, the primordial waters, the oceanic waters, as above, so below, and the waters within us. So that's a beautiful change. So that is what's happening. These solar flares are coming and changing the DNA. They're changing the earth, along with all of these other planetary alignments. So next, we're going to find out what's awakening based on this, please, in this first activation wave? What awakened? We've got the angel of love here. So again, awakening that unconditional love, the truth in love, and that just love is so present for all of us now. And then what I'm also getting, there's appreciation coming forth for those that have chosen to go within and do this karmic work. So now I'm going to ask, what's removed in this first wave? What was removed? Yeah, what was removed were any obstacles. I have happy family that was reversed. So any sadness, any disconnections in the ancestry line and family connections that now can return, that are of for our highest good, that's returning. So any all those ancestral lack belief patterns, mindsets, that those have been removed, and that created a ripple. That's the last question. What's the ripple effect to the universe? And carrying connections just popped out. So this is the recalibration that's rippling out into the universe. So I hope that you can work with this frequency. It's giving me goosebumps. I'm going to get a affirmation here from the waters. Let's see what affirmation that we can work with here on this wave 1. And that's embody infinite. The truth is that you are pure divine love, gifted with infinite possibilities. Absolutely. That is that initial... I'm kind of getting that this is the whole activation that is in that first wave. So it's kind of like this is a support of that first activation. So this is a soul activation. So even though you may not have heard this, but you're kind of feeling it, this was at a high soul level. So that I'm hearing, those lower frequency energies, couldn't block this this attunement that came in. So just kind of stay in that belief, stay in that release of doubt, stay in that faith that I know you all are so good and tapping into. And is there anything else that wants to come through? Maybe another message let's hear a little bit more from the angel of love. Anything else you would like to say for this group of chosen ones in this first activity ocean tune-up from the divine frequency that came at the Gemini full moon? I'm seeing a praying mantis and a lotus flower. That might be significant. Yeah, this is definitely, that rising from the mud energy to become that beautiful lotus flower. Anything from the cosmos? Yeah, and now the angel of love is just saying, fall into the arms of love, fall into my arms, surrender. Yeah, and some of the extremes of life, I'm hearing, this again is that rebalancing. We may see some extremes and just surrender to that, surrender to those old programs that are being harmonized. beautiful message. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I think we're going to leave this first wave here, this tune-up. Again, get out into some sunshine, into nature. If you're not, walk with the frequency of the jaguar or Mother Nature, Mother Earth herself, in near water. We are birthing a mystery. We may not understand it all, but just embody that infinite truth, the truth that we are pure divine love, gifted with infinite possibilities. And all of these ancestral karmic patterns that can't move forward with you are being washed away, and we will be receiving caring connections.